Hello, guys.
Hi, hi.
Can you guys hear us? Let's first see if the sound is working.
So, do we have a sound?
Yeah, let's see.
Hello, guys. Hi, hi.
All right, so it seems like we have the sound.
Okay.
Uh, we have people joining us. Yeah, okay, awesome. So you guys can hear us. We have people joining us on a lot of platforms at the moment. We have people from Instagram joining us. Then we have people from Facebook, people from LinkedIn, YouTube. We actually try to connect to people on TikTok as well, but we couldn't figure it out yet. So we're probably going to have a separate stream for the TikTok tomorrow. Um, First of all, welcome. Let's see where you guys from. Let us know in the comments below where you're from. Ohio. Big guys from Ohio.
Nigeria, Brazil,
Brazil, working in France, Sweden. We have Sweden. Hello, Sweden. We have a couple of friends from Sweden.
San Diego, Colombia.
Oh, okay, so
It's
we have
early morning over there, right?
Colombia. Yeah,
What
it's.
time is it? Is in Colombia, San Diego.
I think it's probably morning, 9 a.m. something like this. We have Chicago. We have Poland. We have New Zealand. Um, we have Vietnam. We have Igor from Kuryache. We have India. We have Mongolia. We have Denmark. Virginia Tech.
6 a.m. in San Diego. Wow.
6 a.m. Good morning. Good morning, San Diego. Um, in Colombia, it's 8 a.m. Okay, so good morning, guys, for you. We actually had to kind of create the time that's going to work for everybody because, this is going to be an audience that is a worldwide audience. So we tried to see how we can make the time for everybody to possibly join us. So we understand maybe it's too early for you guys in the States, but we also have people from Australia, from New Zealand, and then we kind of need to squish everybody in the same time frame. So I hope you don't mind. All right. So yeah, we have around 50, 60 people on Instagram. We have around how many on
Around 30.
30? Okay. So
On
we can slowly get started. First of all, we're gonna answer some questions, some quick questions. If you guys want to ask something, feel free to write down your questions. For today, we're gonna answer a couple of questions at the beginning, and then we're gonna create a separate like presentation for the upcoming event that we are going to host in the on 27th of May. And then at the end, we're also going to pick up some of the questions if you have any regarding the workshop or regarding the material that we're going to cover or Rhino and Grasshopper in general. So let us know. Is there any questions that you wanted to ask us? Let us know now. Big Dog said, I'm ready every time you guys drop. Awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Uh, okay, we have a question from Jay. He's asking, how do we use Rhino and Revit for 3D printing buildings? So, it comes down to what type of 3D printer you're using, and how you want to like create your projects. For example, let's say that you're creating a project for school, or you have some kind of scale, like you have a physical model scale that you want to do. Then you need to determine what is the print bed size of your printer, whichever printer you want to use. Like, what is the maximum volume that printer can take. Based on that volume, then you decide, okay, how how big you want your model to look like. Sometimes you need to see if you want to print the model in multiple parts or you want to print the model at once. So in some cases, it makes sense to create multiple parts. In some cases, you can create it all at once. It kind of depends on, like, are you creating a separate detail of the project or you just want to create a whole building? So that kind of depends on that. But in general, when you choose the scale, when you choose the print size bed of your printer, you need to optimize your model for 3D printing in Rhino or in Revit, and this means that you need to make sure that your model is watertight. It cannot have any naked edges. It cannot have any like open surfaces. It needs to be closed model, and you need to make sure that the minimum thickness of that, like any kind of detail that you have in a model, is, for example, let's say 0.2 or 0.3 millimeters. That's like the minimum, right? So if you have something that is smaller than that, you need to enlarge it and optimize it. So that's more or less the process. Of course, you need to do all of this in Rhino. You can actually use you can use model from Revit. You can bring it to Rhino. Then you can optimize everything in Rhino, and then you export that model to STL file format. And once you have STL file format, then you use your 3D printer software. This software is called Slicer software, which means that it gives you the G code for the machine. For example, this is the Bambu Lab P1S. We talked about it last time, and in that software, that STL file gets optimized, and then you export the G code to the printer, and then the printer can understand what you have. So it's a little bit longer answer, but I hope I gave you the general idea what it is. Why were you laughing?
I was laughing about the helmet in the background that you have.
Oh yeah, that's also one of the 3D printed parts that I did for the Masquerade. We went to the Masquerade in December. In our faculty, once a year there is like a big Masquerade party for everybody who wants to join, and you can dress up in anything you want. And this was my mask last year.
But it's just the helmet. You
Just
also
the helmet,
had,
yeah.
for the arms and for the, legs as well.
Yeah, let me show you one more model here since we're talking about this. This was supposed to be a present from my friend, but I still didn't give it to him. It's a 3D printed piece. I'm going to show it to you now here. Let's see if it's going to zoom in. Come on. Wait, my hands are shaking a little bit. There we go. So this is the model that was 3D printed on Bambu Lab. It contains different parts, and you can see the detail of this model, right? And the idea behind this model was that, like, you cannot print this at once. You need to print it in parts, and then you need to glue it together. This was I don't know if you guys know about Prince of Persia, the video game. That's the character from the game.
We have a question. Maybe you can highlight the question. What are the global topics we're going to explore in the upcoming Grasshopper workshop? So the workshop will be divided in 2 days. On the first day, we'll have like pre-recorded material, and in the first part of the video, we'll cover like the basics. So for beginners or who never opened the Grasshopper before. Then in the second part of the video, of the same pre-recorded video, we'll cover like a small Grasshopper script. And in the third part, I will show you some of the newest Grasshopper features that come with the Rhino 8, how to create blocks, how to assign material from the Rhino model, how to use user text, how to assign properties if you want, let's say, to give the cost of each block, and then later on you can put them on the facade and calculate the total cost of the facade. So these are like all the features that come with Grasshopper in Rhino 8. And in the live video, so which is the next day, we're going to cover one complex Grasshopper script I mean, not complex, but I think it's a more advanced. And we'll model one tower. So this is more or less like briefly
Yeah.
what we're going to cover.
So the idea is that we're gonna cover, like as we said, three big topics: Rhino, Grasshopper, Rhino-side Revit. Um, the first day is gonna be the foundations for Rhino, then the foundations for Grasshopper, the foundations for Rhino-side Revit, and then the following day after that is gonna be a little bit more intermediate to advanced part. So we try to kind of divide this in, like, the lectures are gonna be pre-recorded and they're gonna be, around 45 minutes long, and then we're gonna have live events the day after, which are gonna be probably much longer, for like 2 3 4 hours. We don't know yet, but the idea is that you learn the basics on the first day, and then you can kind of push through and try to go even deeper the next day.
Yeah. Then
Go ahead.
we have a next question from Malise. I remember you from the last
This one?
live. Yes, that one. Is there a convenient, fast method of automizing 2D floor plans, lines from the lines to walls? Okay, we have it here in Grasshopper, but also automizing fitting hatches in the right direction. Did you watch maybe our last YouTube tutorial? I think we cover all of that in that video. So basically, we showed how you can create the walls. So like in 2D from the list of lines, and then how to create 3D walls, and later on how to create the floor plans with the hatches. And what also you ask? Let me check. Yeah, in the right direction. So you can customize the hatch if you want.
Let's answer some questions from Instagram. We have an interesting question from Youngmin8. He's asking, can Rhino beat Blender or 3ds Max or Fusion 360? So this is an interesting question, and the answer kind of depends on for what purpose they're going to use the software, right? So Fusion 360 is not used in architecture. We never use this in architecture. So I know that Fusion 360 is rather for industrial designers and for, like, really precise production, right? So if we compare, like, the production aspect of Rhino and production aspect of Fusion 360, Fusion 360 is better in that area, okay? But if you compare Grasshopper parametric design with Fusion 360, like, it's not even comparable. Like Rhino and Grasshopper are much more powerful in the area, right? Then if you compare Rhino and Blender, Blender is, again, more used in film industry, special effects industry. It's not so much used in architecture, right? And Rhino, on the other hand, is a tool that most architects are using. So it kind of depends in which industry we're talking about. If we're talking about architecture, I would say Rhino is better, both from Blender and from Fusion 360. If we're talking about only production, I would say Fusion 360. And then if we're talking about special effects, animation, and all of that sort, I would say Blender is better in that area.
We have two similar questions. I have a Rhino 7 version. Will that work? And also, can I use Rhino 7 for this workshop? So maybe you can answer for the Rhino, and I will cover for the Grasshopper part.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we have a question from Rafael. What are your names? So my name is Dushan, and
I'm Lazar.
we didn't say our names. We probably think that you already know us, but yeah, we have some people who don't know us from here. So we're from Serbia. Architects from Serbia. Regarding the information about Rhino, you'll be able to use Rhino 7, but it's not going to be like, we're going to actually show a lot more information about Rhino 8, because Rhino 8 has a lot of new features that we're going to be using. So I would suggest that you use Rhino 8 if you can. If not, Rhino 7 is also going to work, but you'll not be able to follow completely.
Yeah, for the Grasshopper part. So for the first day of the workshop, first day that we're going to cover Grasshopper, Only that last part with the newest feature of Rhino 8 in Grasshopper you will not be able to follow. And next day for the live event, you'll be able to follow with the Rhino 7.
All right, so now let's start with the presentation. We wanted to now we will feel free to ask us more questions. We're going to answer those questions at the end. Now I'm gonna kind of give you a brief overview of everything that we're going to be going through the workshop and how to access the workshop and when does it start, what's it going to have, and also what are the time zones where we're going to go live. So first of all, the name of the workshop is called Rhino and Grasshopper Workshop for Architects, and the main idea about the workshop is that we wanted to share with you guys the potential of Rhino, Grasshopper, Randstad, Revit, and what these tools can do in architecture. If you never used these tools before, you maybe just saw something online and maybe you're not, fully aware what these tools can do. This is going to be a great chance for you to see for yourself, like what can be created with these tools, what types of outputs you can create, what types of diagrams, what types of models, what types of creative ideas you can create. And at the end of that workshop, we're also gonna for people who are more interested, we're going to be able to apply to work for us, to work with us, and also to have intensive training with us. Right now, the workshop is going to start. What was it in almost 12 days, in exactly 12 days. So the workshop is starting on Monday, on May 27th. So you have 12 more days to apply for the workshop, to actually be a part of the workshop. And all you need to do to get in is just go to this link that we have opened up here. So the link is school with skool.com/how to Rhino. That's where you would go if you want to join the workshop. All of the information is going to be located there. Now I'm going to share my screen and I'll show you how the platform looks like and what you can expect to see and how to get in. So first of all, let me just pull this up. So this is going to be the page that you would open up when you click on this link. When you click on this link, there is a short video of me explaining how the workshop is going to be structured. You can see here a little bit of information about this. And all you need to do is click on the join group here. And then also you have this explanation of what you need to do. So you need to click on the join, you need to create your profile, put your name, last name, email, create your account, and then you need to answer 2 questions and put your profile picture, and you're gonna get access to the group. When you get access to the group, this is the first post that you want to open up. So I'm going to show you this post now. This is the first post that's called How to Run a Workshop. When you open that post, it's going to contain all of the information about this platform, also about the workshop, everything that you need to know, all of the details. So I would encourage everybody to read through all of this. And then here is the link that you need to click if you want to go to the workshop page. So this is just a post explaining how this platform works. We also have 2 videos. The first one is workshop details. The second one is community details. So make sure to watch both of these videos. And they pretty much explain everything you need to know about this platform. When you click on the workshop introduction schedule here, that's going to open up this new page where we're going to have all of the information about the workshop. So here you'll see also a video where I'm going to explain how to read through all of the information. And here you'll be able to see the calendar. I'm going to open up this PDF now just to show you the events. So here are the events. We start on 27th of May. So we have the workshop video 1. Then we have the live event, which is connected with the workshop 1. Then we have the workshop video 2, workshop video 3, and workshop video 4. And then at the end, we have 3 surprise events that we're going to uncover later on. Okay? So your goal is, of course, to follow all of the videos, follow all of the events. Here we have on the first one, we're going to do We're going to talk about Rhino. As I mentioned earlier, somebody already asked this. We're going to cover everything about Rhino, how Rhino works, how to use the commands, how to understand the interface of Rhino, how to use shortcuts, how to deal with visual styles, how even to create diagrams. We're going to talk about that in the first event. The second event is going to be about Grasshopper. We're going to talk about how to start learning Grasshopper from scratch if you're a complete beginner. That's what we're going to be covering in the second 2 days. Then we have the third and fourth. The third one is going to be about Rhino Side Revit, how this technology is connecting Grasshopper and Rhino. What are the connections there? And then this last one is going to talk about how can we again combine all of this and how we can even push further and learn more advanced topics if you're interested. Then these three other events we're going to leave as a surprise. But all the things I can tell you now is that those are going to be special live events with some of our students who finished our training already, and you'll be able to see and talk with them live and ask them questions at the same time. So that's about the calendar. So it's really important to understand that you want to be in all these events if you can. They're all going to be recorded, of course. We're going to have everything recorded. Everything is going to be available until June 6th. So on June 7th, you'll not be able to rewatch anything anymore. But if you cannot make it live, you have the recordings, and the recordings are going to be available on these pages here on the left side. Below here, we have some interesting important links. So we have the links where you can download this workshop timetable. This is the thing that I just shared with you. Then we have minimum system requirements for Rhino. We have the links where you can download Rhino, Grasshopper, Revit, and Rhino Side Revit. And then here we have the events. So all of these pages here that you see are actually these pages on the left, right? So first page is Rhino 3D. This is May 27th. That's when the first video is going to go live. Then we have a live event that's going to happen the day after, so May 27th. This is the exact link where you can click, or you can even add this to your calendar. This is what we suggest, what we recommend. This platform allows us to have calendars, which means that you can see, for example, right now we're on this event, live event, but you can see here we have all these other live events lined up. So you can simply click here, and you can click on add to your calendar, and you'll be able to add this to your Google Calendar and save it, right? So that's the beauty of like even if you're living in a different time zone, you'll be able to save that so you don't miss it. At the same time, I forgot to say, once you register for this platform, you're going to receive emails from us as well. So we just want to make sure that you don't miss anything. All right. So yeah, this is all of the pages, all of the information is going to happen here. And we also wanted to encourage everybody, if you're an architect, if you're a designer, if you're a 3D modeler or a 3D artist, or if you're set designer, landscape designer, industrial designer, anybody who's interested in learning parametric design, Grasshopper is welcome. So this is, again, primarily created for architecture, but all of these other industries are also welcome as well to join us and to ask us questions about Grasshopper and how we can, improve our knowledge in this area. So yeah, now, yeah.
Maybe do you have any questions so far?
Yeah, is there any questions so far? Let us know. Let's see if there's some questions on Instagram.
I tried to answer on the questions that you guys put on YouTube in the chat.
So, for example, we have a question from Nathan Motai on Instagram. He's asking, do you have any book recommendations about Grasshopper? So, actually,
we have a post.
Yeah, if you join our community here on School, there is somebody who posted all the same questions, so books for Grasshopper beginners. If you click there, we actually discussed about these books, in depth. So I would recommend you check out this post. We have a lot of very cool, information here that you can go through and check out. All of the questions which are connected with, with Rhino, with Grasshopper, with learning and also having resources, you're more than welcome to actually post in the group. So again, this group is for everybody who's our subscriber, our follower on Instagram, anything that you wanna, anybody who wants to learn Rhino is welcome here. And in this place, we are trying to be as active as we can. So we want to connect all of you guys at the same place. Now, let me show you just one simple thing. For example, if you want to post something here on the group, for example, I'm going to click here, write something. I'm going to say, we are live, for example. And I'm going to put the live stream link here so you guys can see. Okay, so this seems it's not gonna work probably. Yeah. I thought that we could post the live stream link, but it's not gonna work. In any case, this is where you would be able to create a post. You can select the category for the post. You can see we have different categories here, and then you can also click on post, and your post will look like something like this, and then other people can join. For example, this was our last live call, and you can see here what we posted and what we talked about on the last call. We also have people who are posting their work. For example, Alexander was our student, and he posted like what he created with Rhino, with Visual Styles in Rhino 8. So again, a lot of people trying to to show their work. And the cool thing about this school is that you want to be helpful, because by being helpful, you're getting likes, and these likes are getting you points. You can see here we have a leaderboard, and this leaderboard allows you to get on higher levels of your account. So for example, Koala here is level 4, and then why would you want to increase your level? Because on certain levels you'll be able to win some of our courses, some of our events. For example, here you can win different things when you get to a certain level, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit. But the goal is that you unlock more information and more tutorials as you level up. So something like a video game. Do you have anything else?
We have a question about the layouts. How to save a layout without having to create new layouts?
Yeah, well, let's do this at the end. Let's do this at the end.
Okay.
We're going to do all of these technical questions at the end.
Okay, so feel free to post the questions, and we'll get back to that once we finish with the part of the platform.
We have a question from Shane 10. How do I get access to the course? It was on Mighty Networks. Send us an email and we'll solve it. Just send us an email. So yeah, in terms of the platform, one other thing I wanted to mention is that you'll be able to see when you click on the classroom, when you click on the workshop, that's where you'll find the workshop. We have minimum system requirements for the workshop and also for Rhino, for Grasshopper, Revit, and this is the place where you can find. Let me see. Here it is. So these are the minimum system requirements if you want to use a Rhino for Mac or for Windows. Then from this page, you'll be able to download Rhino. You can download Rhino for free, and you can use it for 90 days. So I would encourage everybody, if you never downloaded Rhino before, you can come to this page and you can download it from here. You have a one-time evaluation. This is like a full version for 90 days. And this is going to be a great thing for you to actually go through the workshop with. Then this is the link where you can download Revit. You can also use Revit for 30 days. You can download free trial. And on top of that, let me see. What is this? Are we still live? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a problem with the chat function here.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we're still live.
You're still live. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we had a problem here with the live stream setup, but in any case, I was saying about Revit. You can download it from here, and on top of that, we're going to use some plugins for Grasshopper for the second part. Maybe Lazar, you can.
Yes. So
mention that.
I mentioned that on the live event for the Grasshopper, we are going to model a tower, And for this script, we're going to use just one component from the flexibility plugin. So make sure to download the flexibility plugin before the live. And also we are going to use, the pufferfish is not obligatory, but I suggest you to install also the pufferfish as well, because once again, for just a single component, we're going to use to display better our geometry. But if you don't have pufferfish, it's okay. Your Grasshopper script is still gonna work. So, but the more important is to install the flexibility. We're going to use a single component, the same component we use in our live YouTube tutorial.
Yeah. Okay. And and the last thing I wanted to mention here is that you have when you join our school group, I wanted to just talk about the setup. So, for example, if you join any other school group, let's say like this is some other school group, and when you click on settings, you'll be able to set up your notifications. And this is really important because like you don't want to get every single notification in your inbox. You just want to, for example, have, in this case, I have a weekly email and have like a notification email set to hourly or 3 hours or 4 hours. So kind of depends on how often you want to receive emails. And then this is really completely customizable. So if you don't want to receive any notifications, you don't have to. But I would encourage you to at least have admin announcements and event reminders. These are really two important ones. And then, of course, if you have like one weekly email or one daily email, that's also fine. And then what else? And then we have also this school platform that we're using. It has application for the phone. So you have for Android, you can just download it from here, from the Google Play Store. And for Apple, you also have an app. You can download it from the Apple Store, and you'll be able to use it on the phone as well. So even if you're not able to join the workshop on the computer, you'll be able to follow it on the phone.
Yeah, it's super convenient, and also we are having the same app on our phone, and we are trying to respond even though we are not at home or we are next to our computers. We'll receive a notification, and we'll try to respond right away. So it's really convenient to have the app.
Yeah, and then also we had a question about like this was the question from before, like should you use PC, Windows, or Mac? This is a question that is like a lot of people wanted to know this because it kind of depends. Like Macs are like great machines; they're beautiful, and the only thing is that like not all of the software is working on Mac. For example, Revit doesn't work on Mac. V-Ray doesn't work on Mac. All of these plugins that we're using, some of them are not working on Mac. So you can use Mac, but you're limiting yourself in how much you can produce, right? So if you want to be completely safe, if you want to use your computer for architecture, I would advise you to get a PC with Windows on it. All right. Do we have any more questions?
No.
No. Okay. So now we wanted to let you know about what we have planned for like at the end of the workshop. This is really something that we think a lot of you guys are gonna like. As you may know, we actually have extensive training courses for Rhino, Grasshopper, and Rhino Set Revit. These are our paid courses, but these courses will be able to, like, you'll be able to purchase them at the end of the workshop if you wish, of course. However, for all of you who are going to attend the live events and who are going to attend the lectures, we prepared a special so-called quiz slash giveaway slash game show. So yeah.
Yeah, we still didn't find the right the name for it, but let's call it quiz giveaway.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out still because we never done this before. But essentially, what we wanted to do, we wanted to give you a chance to win some prizes as long as you're watching all of the material, right? So this means that at the end we're gonna have a quiz, and we're gonna have 5 big prizes. And maybe we can talk about the prizes.
Maybe you can share.
Yeah. So regarding the prizes for this quiz, um, the prize number 5 is going to be our freelancing 101 crash course. This is the course that I created a couple of years ago that was explaining how to monetize your skills in Upwork. So I'm gonna give you all of my tips, my tricks, my all of my secrets on how I monetize my Rhino skills, because I used to work as a freelancer before. I had a lot of international clients, and in this crash course, I would tell you in depth how you can make money essentially from your skills. That's gonna be prize number 4. Then we're gonna have prize number 5. Prize number 4 is gonna be access to our questions and answers library, and this is the library of uh, all of our paid students and their questions and our responses to those questions. So, for example, this is just module number 1 of the first course, where we actually answered like more than 80 90 questions of our students one-on-one. And you can see here we have answers in a video format, which means that when you click on these links, those are going to be video links where you can pretty much use it as like a small tutorial, right, where we explained how to solve particular problems. So there's a lot of valuable information just going through the questions. And you can learn a lot from those, because some of these things that I explained here are not even mentioned in the course itself, right? So you see we have a lot of questions here. And I think we have around 40 or 50 hours of video only here answering those questions. That's prize number 4. Prize number 3 is going to be a consultation call with us for 2 hours. This means that if you want us to take a look at your project, if you want us to help you with your Grasshopper script, if you want us to give advice on your thesis project or your competition project or whatever it is, we'll be able to get on Zoom, talk with you for 2 hours, or create the script for you and show you how to do that. Then prize number 2 is going to be extended YouTube tutorials. So some of you know that we have a Patreon page. On this Patreon page, we have people can access our project files. And here in this area, we're going to have all of those tutorials from Patreon, of course, and all of these extended videos as well. So these are like, 1 hour, 2 hour long videos with project files. And this is just like a big library of everything that we created so far on YouTube with the extended versions of these tutorials. So this is for people who are rather, more advanced. If you already understand the basics and intermediate parts of Rhino and Grasshopper, you'll be able to follow this without problems. And then we have the prize number 1 is going to be our flagship Rhino for Architects course. One person is going to win the course for free, and the course contains 8 different modules. We have Rhino Essentials, we have Rhino Intermediate, we have Rhino Advanced, Grasshopper Essentials, V-Ray, Architectural Presentation, Animation, and Case Study Project. If you want to know more about this, we can also show you the curriculum. So, for example, this is the curriculum of the course, and you'll be able to see, for example, it has around 87 hours of video here, and these are all of the things that we're going to be covering.
It has exactly 87.
Exactly 87. Yeah. So this is the course that we that is the first course we created, and we updated it ever since. And this is going to be possible for some of you guys to win. So all you need to do is participate in the workshop, follow us, and be ready. We're not going to tell you when we're going to do the game show. If you follow the events, if you happen to be there, you will be able to win it.
It is important not just to participate, but to watch all our lectures and live events, because later on the questions on the quiz will be related with the live events and with the lectures.
Exactly.
So make sure to carefully watch the videos, so later on you will be able to answer those questions and
win prizes. Yeah.
and win all these 5 prizes.
So yeah, what do you guys think about this? Let us know. Give us some feedback.
Any feedback?
Everything is clear. Okay, so it seems like everything is. Um, there's no questions.
Yeah.
All right, and now we can maybe answer those questions from before.
Yeah, we have a question. Okay, because of the lag,
Oh,
20
there's a
30
lag. Yeah.
seconds. Yeah,
Okay.
everything is clear.
Yeah, Sophie is asking, how will I know which prize I will win? So we're gonna have 5 different prizes, and we're gonna have all of those prizes. We're gonna have during this one live event, and all you need to do is to be present on that live event, and of course watch the other events in the past. So during that live event, we're gonna have a special quiz. We're gonna have probably for each prize, we're gonna have a couple of questions. You only have a couple of minutes to answer, to fill out the form, and then we're gonna randomly choose the winner, whoever created the uh, whoever answered the questions correctly.
Yeah, we're thinking to give the prize to the one who answered the to the questions to the question the first, but then realize maybe 2 person, 3 person will answer at the same time, and let's say on our computer will show one person, on somebody else computer will show another person to answer the first on that answer. So we decided, okay, let's do
The shuffle, yeah, we're
the
gonna have,
shuffle,
for
yeah,
example,
randomly
we're
just
gonna
choose
have,
one.
let's say, first 20 or 30 people who answer correctly. They're gonna be we're gonna put them in the same basket, and then we're gonna spin the wheel to see who's gonna randomly win. All right, so
We have a question from before about the layouts.
yeah, how to save a layout without having to create new layouts for prints.
I'm not sure. Without having to create new layouts.
So what you can do in Rhino, you have the ability to import a layout. So maybe you can have a file. You can have a file that is like a template for all of your layouts, and then you can simply import that layout in another file. That's possible. So that's one workaround, if that's what you mean. Jeopardy game show. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna see. We're thinking. We're still not completely sure, but yeah, that would be interesting. Do you offer mentorship? If you do, how will you go about that? So yeah, we offer these online courses with mentorship. So that's the best way to learn. So just follow the workshop. At the end, we're gonna open up doors for people who are interested. So that's the best way to kind of get started with this. I have a question from Instagram. Why can't I draw in Z-axis in perspective viewport? You can. Yeah, that's called elevator mode. We're gonna cover that actually in the first video. So make sure to check that out. All you need to do is click on Control, click on the same point, then drag up, and that's how you lock the Z direction.
Or maybe the project is turned on.
Or yeah, maybe you have the project. Yeah, that's also doable. All right. So, is there any other previous questions that you didn't answer?
No.
No. All right. Okay. Awesome. So, because I saw that you were answering some of
Yeah.
them. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So, there's no more. If there's no more questions, once again, I would encourage you to go to this link, join our our page. So this is again going to be the group, how to run a group, and you'll be able to join by simply clicking here. Right now we have 8.6 thousand subscribers here, members, and we're going to start in exactly 12 days with the workshop. That's when also going to have all of these other live events, and that's where you'll also be able to ask us further questions about any technical parts of the videos that you're not sure about. Um, Thank you for joining us today. We're looking forward to meeting you, and then of course, um, if you have again any questions in the meantime, you can also post them on our group. One last question from Charbel. He's asking, how much does this course cost? Is it recorded or live session? All of those details we're going to answer on the live event when the time comes after the workshop.
Just make sure to watch the workshop and you'll find out.
Yeah.
Until then, see you guys in 12 days. Actually, in 30 days, because in 28 will be our first live event.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, keep in touch.
Take care.